Hey gamers, let me try to sum up what happened last time. There's a mysterious plague going around called the Red Curse. And people seem to be dying of it, but we don't really know why yet. That's part of the mystery. But there is a really famous scientist called Isaac Novak who died of this, and they are trying to cover up the fact that he died of it. Most of the people who've died from it so far have been like homeless people, so nobody cares. And Isaac Novak's daughter, Elizabeth, is trying to cover it up. That was the last section. The section we're in now is that we have information that this lady, who is a historian for a sort of like wellness center, killed somebody. She's been gathering artifacts, and we don't really know why, but she killed somebody and buried him. And we think the somebody that she killed had at some point previously escaped from prison. And God, what was this? Oh, there was we don't really know why. Okay, no. We think one of the gems that was in the golden idol was being used as part of a projector at a cinema, as like a drive-in cinema. And somebody came in there and stole it and sort of, well, the havoc was not wreaked in relation to the stealing of the gem. It was sort of adjacent to that. But that's these three scenes. The game is playing very much similar to the original Golden Idol. I'm going to make myself bigger in the screen. It's played very similar to the other Golden Idol game. But we don't have to hunt and peck for keywords anymore. So that's sort of nice, I guess. Also, the mysteries have been really, really hard so far. I think in the base game, it kind of ramps up a little bit. In this one, they really have just thrown us into the deep end. So I think that's everything. Chat, did I miss anything? Is there anything else relevant? This game is set in the 1970s, but in the same universe. The original game was set in the 1700s, if I remember correctly. So this is hundreds of years in the future based on that. So it's not exactly our universe, but it's similar. All right, let's hop in. Going once, a shocking murder at the auction house. And similar to the base game, we have like these scenes or these like collection of mysteries that kind of work as a chapter. Seven Seas Auction. This lady really has to go to the bathroom. So let's solve this mystery quick so she can go pee. Yeah, people do know about the legend of the Golden Idol, but the idol itself has been missing for a long time. I think we're supposed to assume maybe that it was melted down and that gems, which are the magical part, are sort of free floating now. That's my understanding, but we'll see. We'll see. It's so cold you canceled classes. So the students didn't have to cross campus in that. That's actually awesome. It's awesome that you had the power to do that and that you did it. 2% gold, thank you for the resubscribe. A little snail emote. Okay. On August 13th, hosted by Nils Wilmington, ceremonies, auction, cocktails, sold lots will be retrieved by the property manager at the following times. Okay. And then closing ceremonies. Sam Elliott? Outbid again. Robbie was right. Why did I even come? Get on with it. It's the next lot's the one that matters. Oh, I think this is the historian. Yes, this is absolutely the historian. She's wearing a robe that we saw on her wall. Okay, this is a very mild annoyance, but it doesn't always, when I click on things, it doesn't always like clear them off. And this has been a little bit consistent. It's just one of those things where it's like, it's pretty core mechanic that you should not have to fuss with. This will look stunning in my entryway and for a steal of a price. Oh, I think maybe what's happening is I'm clicking once, getting the keywords, and then clicking on the item, and it's not registering that click. Steal, stealing, stole. The museum doesn't need an Albion relic anyway, but perhaps I'll bid on the Adrian lot. Disgusting mask. I failed to rescue Lot 1, but Lot 4 will return to me with me to the motherland. Okay. Lemuria! It's a Lemurian person. Okay. Oh! Oh, wait! We know this mask. This mask was in the base game. It was part of... Or was it in the DLC? I think this mask was in the DLC. It's kind of nasty. Kind of a nasty masky. Going once, going twice, sold to the movie star. Meg Ryan? How did they get the likeness to Meg Ryan for this game? Okay. So a bunch of cocktails. This is a weird thing to zoom in on without any additional information. The poor professor just isn't cut out for this. Should have listened to me. Oh, I'm wondering if this is the professor and this is the one who was like, don't do it. Oh, congrats on the new glasses. They sound adorable. They sound extremely cute. All right, classic martini, Harley's Ghost, Seven Seas Special, Death in the Evening. Okay, interesting. Not sure why we have a cocktail list. Notes for Robbie Froberg's first day. Serve with a smile. Please refrain from selling any drinks to Mr. Bogart while he's on the job. Okay. Let's put some names into some places. So, this one's Robbie Froberg. And I'm going to have to assume this man is Bogart or Bogart, since he's the only other person we've seen on the job. Although we're not done gathering words, so maybe not. All right, and this lady's a movie star, and I think this man is a professor. Cool. Circuit box. Danger. Risk of electrocution. I wonder if I can get Miss Knightley's autograph. It's Keira Knightley? It's Keira Knightley? Okay, game. All right. Okay, we've got a custom modded PlayStation box. Oh, a kind of a nasty looking bird. An empty box. Oh, this is the artifact. This is the artifact that the historian lady retrieved from the man that she then killed. And my guess is this gem is important in some way. It's not the idol, but who knows? I love this guy. This guy looks like a gyroid from Animal Crossing. I like its vibes. Oh my god, is there different times? Oh my god! Okay. What are you Alright, are we gonna have to match the keys? Okay, so this is after the auction. Lot 1, bought by bidder A4. S3. Lot 2, I see. Okay, bidder is A4, S. I'm gonna write these down. I think there are fewer bidder numbers than there were people. A4, S3, and M5. And we know one of these. Can we have a redeem effect where you practice your getting electrocuted sound? I think I just nailed it, so what do I even have to practice? Alright, and Knightley and the professor are both bidders. We know Knightley successfully bid on something and got it. out of my way! Oh, the professor must be the escaped convict. It's time for plan B. I'll distract Bogart. You grab the keys. A ring of keys. Okay. Time for plan B. I'll distract. Okay. Okay, so the professor has to be... God, what did we decide his name was? I'm gonna have to go back. Maybe we didn't know the name. Okay, so we have to match up the lots and the items. Yeah, it was Arthur something, yeah. Luke Brown was the person we found in the pipe suffering from the red curse early. All right, I'm gonna guess, because if I remember correctly, Bale is from Elden Ring. I think we learned in the prison section that the escapee was a professor, right? Maybe I'm thinking about the very first sequence with the escaped person from the asylum. I'm just writing down Arthur Blythe ? We don't even have that name yet, so it doesn't really help us. All right, so we've got a bunch of items and origins. We know at least one of the origins is Lemuria. All right. An esoteric totem has been left. Bunch of money. Aurelia Winston. $5,500. Okay. Okay, so we know Aurelia Winston spent $6,500. Do we have the documentation? Which one of you had the documentation? Okay. I used to assume the person being electrocuted is Bogart because he has the listing. Okay, so Aurelia Winston bought lot 1. Right? Yeah, she's the only one who could have bought lot 1. Because that's the amount her check was made out for. Oh, well, hold on, though. It says she bought 2 lots. So how would her check be $6,500 for 2 of them? Okay, I'm going to cross that out. We'll keep looking. Oh no, a creature unknown to science. Maybe that means they're still up. Yeah, that's a good read. I have to assume the mask is the Lemurian object. It's just weird to me that somebody would have cut a check mid-auction. I guess it's possible. That's just super weird to me. Okay, crumpled up. Hey, Goth. All right, Dr. Toussaint. 1 death in the evening. Oh, is this... I'm wondering if this is part of the payment? I mean, it's definitely named, so I'll write those down. Nightly Professor Toussaint. Toussaint is a name we've seen before, but I do not remember under what context. De Silva. Okay. I'm wondering if I'm supposed to match the drinks to the people, maybe? I mean, there's a comedically outlined martini glass there. Oriel, please calm down. Okay, somebody's named Oriel. A seal. Okay, this is a seal. He was the professor, trial by agent. Yes, thank you. He was the professor in the opening sequence. So that man, okay. I'm gonna go ahead and make the jump. That this one is Toussaint. Okay, and did you write? Okay, so this person has a check. Has a checkbook. Nobody move. You'll step on my new Lankan centerpiece. Okay, and so that was one of the... Okay, I'm curious if we need to match the amount of money people have. If that's going to be part of the figuring out the lots. New Lankan centerpiece. So one of these two is the Lankan one. We got the mask, we got the seal, we got the animal, we got the totem, and the artifact. So either the mask or the animal is Lankan. Okay. Oh, the lights went out. Who's touching me? Okay, and we've got a nasty green. Congratulations, Minor Solemnity. Okay. I think the absinthe drink was the death in the evening. Oh my god, there's just so much information. The lights are finicky, nothing to worry about. Are you gonna buy me another drink, Tessa? All right. To my biggest fan, Erwin, stay sharp, Summer. Okay, so Summer and Erwin. Okay, so it's gotta be Summer Knightley, right? Summer Knightley is a fucking funny name. That is a really great name. To my biggest friend, Erwin. All right, so whoever has the copper mug. Is Erwin. Now is not the time, Mumati. We need to leave immediately. What about my statue? Stop pushing me. It's only a power outage. Okay. Oh, Christ. All right. So Mrs. Da Silva got the statue. And I think Mrs. Da Silva is the historian. God, there's just like an overwhelming amount of information that I need to plug in places. Okay, so we have an idea of what lot this is based on the time. So it's 6, 7, 8. It's just before 8:45. So I guess I have... it's so obnoxiously placed. Because it does look like it's just before 8:45. This is obnoxious. All right, well, it's either lot 2 or 3. Is the mask. Okay. Since Knightley won it, who's touching me? Nobody moves. Okay, I think this must be Stefan. It's either... All right, let's see what it wants me to figure out. Okay. At the 70s auction, blank blank was blank by blank blank. I'm going to assume electrocuted potentially. Oh, that's not an option. Oh, was pushed by blank blank for the blank from blank, and so decided to blank it instead. Oh, was outbid. Somebody was outbid by blank blank for the statue? I think it says Toussaint. Oriel Toussaint was outbid by De Silva for the statue from Lemuria? It's gotta be, right? Because it's a Lemurian artifact, if I remember correctly from the first game. And so decided to steal it instead. Blank blank distracted blank blank while blank blank blanked their blank. Cane? Stole their cane, maybe? Blank blank discovered blank blank. Stealing the well, statue or totem. Upstairs in a fight ensued. Blank 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 pushed blank blank into a circuit box with a cane, causing instant death. Okay, so this has to be Irwin, right? See, he's talking about getting... Okay, wait, okay. This must be Bogart. Because I think the slurring is probably to imply that he has a drinking problem. That is my guess. All right, so this has to be Irwin, the security guard. I'm deciding whether or not I want to sketch out roughly this so I can put people into place. Okay. So the crumpled up plane ticket is here. Okay. So there's a martini, the absinthe drink, and then 2 others. There's 4 drinks. Wait, who had the... You must have. Okay. A slice of lime. And it's served in a copper mug. Okay, the secret sleepover society is the one in the copper mug. The martini is the martini. The absinthe is the death. Okay. Copper mug. And then the Harley's ghost is the other one. Lime. Okay. What did that get me? Did that get me anywhere? I guess it'll help me identify... All right. So this is the absinthe. So this is Dr. Toussaint. And this presumably is Knightley. I'm going to take a little... I'm going to draw a little diagram of this scene, I guess. Person, person, person. Person, person, person. Okay. So. This one presumably is Toussaint. This one's Knightley. This one is Irwin. So we've got unsolved. We've got this person who won this. won this one. Okay. Could I set up your mouse cam from the Pizza Ray challenge? Yeah, maybe. Hold on. I don't know how to do that without it being upside down, though. Give me a second. I can at least make it. Let's see. It's not really recognizing my spare camera. So the answer to this might be no. I don't know why it's not recognizing it at all. Yeah, the answer is no right now. Sorry, I don't, it's for some reason, I have a spare camera that I use for casual, non-batteried conversations, and it just doesn't seem to be recognizing it right now, and I don't know why. Maybe because it's not a good camera, which is why I don't use it to live stream. Okay, so, the person with the martini, which we know is Mrs. De Silvia. Her name is Mumati. Okay. So she won Oriel Toussaint. Well, I guess I'm confused because if Toussaint is here, I guess I'm worried that the drinks are like a red herring. And it's like this puzzle is actually complicated enough. You don't have to have red herrings in. Because it doesn't... It was outbid by Mumati De Silvia for the statue from Lemuria, and so decided to steal it instead. But that doesn't make sense, because if Oriel Toussaint is here, then who is killing? Okay, so the totem's still here. And we've got 2 sets of keys. I assume one of these is yours. Okay, so the more intricate one is here. And who else? Okay. So the auctioneer had keys. And the security guard did. But when we go up here... Okay, so the person who was killed is the auctioneer. It's plan B. I'll distract Bogart. You grab his keys. I think we have to assume the murderer is the bartender. Yes, because we don't have them accounted for. And I think this is the auctioneer. And he's being pushed with the auctioneer's cane. So we can assume this is Robbie. Alright, I'm gonna pull the names I think we have in place. Okay. I think Nils Wilmington must be the name of the auctioneer. And the only reason I think that is because I think it's the first name we got. Where did we get that name? hosted by Nils. Okay. So we've got that, and then we've got these last two. What did you two say? I failed to rescue lot 1. But lot 4 will return to me. Okay, I have to assume lot 1 and 4 are Lemurian. We also know that this person is not a 4. Okay. So she's not the Lemurian woman. What about you? What's your deal? Museum doesn't need an Albion relic, but perhaps I'll bid on the Adrian. Okay. So this person has a checkbook. Two of these... Wait. Okay. Okay, so this person with the checkbook also got the seal. So this woman must be Aurelia Navari, which means Tessa. No, yes, and this means this one is Tessa Winston. Please God, let this be right. Oh, fuck me. I'm wrong so significantly I don't know where I'm wrong at. Okay. All right, so I will grant this isn't I don't think this is how auctions work, but I will grant that only one check has been cut and it's by A4. And that's, oh, I mixed up the fucking last names. But that's still not gonna get me closer. I'm worried that Mumati is wrong. Okay. So we've got 5 bidders. We've got 3... Okay, so this man is Nils Williams. Get out of here. All right. I'm very confident this is Nils. Really confident this is Robbie, because he has a note saying his fucking name, which is always just so useful. And that means that the third person has to be Erwin Bogart, because that's the one we're not supposed to sell booze to. Hey, Saucy Sorcerer, thank you for the resubscribe. All right, and we know... I want to double check Toussaint's name. Oh, yeah, that's him. Oh, yeah, that's him. Okay, Oriel Toussaint is correct. Okay, 100% on the men. Case of Tasty Cakes, thank you for the Prime subscribe. All right, the men locked down, 100%. Really, really confident about Summer Knightley. Less confident about the rest of them. But we only one person has a checkbook of this whole group. Right? Yeah, absolutely only one of these people have a checkbook, and there's only one check on offer. So I think we have to assume that that woman is Aurelia Winston. Aurelia Winston. Okay. We also have to assume that she is bidder A4 and that she got the seal. I think we have to assume these are in order. So, 1 must be the seal. 2 must be the creature. 3 is the... No. The totem is 5. The mask is 4. No, the mask is 3, and the statue is 4. Right? Yeah, okay. The seal has to be Lemurian. Okay, the seal and the statue are Lemurian. I think the mask is Lankan. Aurelia Winston took the first one and the fourth one. Okay. I'm gonna take a shot in the dark and guess that these names are supposed to be swapped. Okay, we're closer. Did I just fully get the names wrong? Okay, I just did a bad job, I guess. But don't worry, you can always brute force it. Okay. So Tessa Navari is the name. Oh wow, I just don't get to fill this in yet, even though we totally locked it down. All right, that's fine. Okay. That's one thing down. I think we should be able to get the lots done, because the mask is Summer Knightley. Again, just a really great name. Funkin' Panda, thank you for the bits. Let's see. And she must have, I think she bid on something else too? All right, so A4 is Aurelia Winston. Summer Knightley is S3. Oh. Okay. So we're still looking for M5, who spent a fucking crazy... Oh, this is wrong. Hold on. She got the totem. A4. All right, so 8,000. Is there $8,000 in here? 7,000. Yes, that makes sense because that adds up to 7,000, not 8,000. Okay. So one of these people has paid out $8,000 from their starting cash, and it's Summer Knightley. So actually, that doesn't help us at all. I have to. I think. Oh, it has to be Mumadi De Silva. And she said something about... Oh, yeah, they did mention... I'm just gonna guess. Are these both Albion? Okay. Okay. All right. I guess, actually, they could be both Adria, but I do think somebody complained about the Albion. Okay. No. I think Mumadi De Silva is the wrong name. Because I think I already... Oh, no, I already did put that in. But I think I was thinking of Tessa Navari, since I had the names wrong. Oh, nope. Farther away. Farther away. Okay. Let's go back and try to reconstruct events. I say that I've got total control of where we're going. Okay, so we've got some rounds of bidding. This is... Lot 3 is the mask. All right, so it just started bidding. Oriel Toussaint is outbid frequently because he just doesn't have a lot of cash on him. Tessa Navari doesn't give a shit about the mask. This lady sucks but has a lot of money, I think. This is a museum employee. Okay, I think she's saying that the mask is an Albionic relic. And that there's an upcoming Adrian. Okay, so this is not Lonkin. It is Albionic. Albionic with you, chat. Does that mean there are no Lanka? Well, we had. Where did we get the word Lanka from? We must have gotten it from something. We know lots 1 and 4 are Lemurian because this lady is gonna find the Lemurian ones. Maybe the creature is Lankan? Hey! Hey! Okay. Okay. All right, and so the events are at the Seven Seas auction, Oriel Toussaint was outbid by Tessa Navari for the statue from Lemuria, and so decided to, well, yeah, okay. He's working in conjunction with Robbie, so he can be downstairs while Robbie is stealing. Blank Blank distracted Blank Blank while Blank Blank stole their keys. Robbie. Frober. Well, I'm wondering if Robbie distracted Erwin with alcohol. And then maybe Toussaint stole the keys? Well, Oriel Toussaint stole their keys. And then Nils Willington discovered Robbie Froberg stealing the statue upstairs, and a fight ensued. Robbie Froberg pushed Nil Wilmington into a circuit box with a cane. Oh, God. Okay. Okay. Okay, no, so they were, I need to replace that one. Was outbid by Mumadi da Silva. I'm once again getting this woman confused. Okay. What about my statue? Stop pushing me, it's only a power outage. Who had that amount of money in this other scene? Okay, okay. So it had to have been this person who's getting ushered off. I'm consulting my notes again. This one with the martini is Da Silva. And then, well, who the fuck are you? Okay, no specific context. Sorry, I've got some ink on my keyboard. Okay, I don't... I'm taking notes too. Okay, so there's one person here that we don't have accounted for. So we've got Toussaint. Oh, maybe Tessa is the one doing the murder. So we got Erwin, Toussaint, Da Silva, Knightley. So I think the other person is either Aurelia or Tessa. Because Nils and Robbie, I believe, are the people upstairs. Wait, are we a person shy? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. No, we've got 8 people. Okay. All right, so we've got Erwin De Silva. Oh, this person is the one with the checkbook, and the person with the checkbook was... Was it you? Okay, so this is Aurelia. So the person over here, this isn't going to get me closer to any answers. Has to be our historian, Tessa. I'm pretty certain. Neither of these figures really look like they can be Tessa. Yeah, Indigo Rogue. This just came out like a couple of weeks ago. Okay. So, Outbid again. Robbie was white. Why did I even come? So Robbie and Toussaint are working together. So I think they're the only ones that make sense to be doing this murder. Oriel Toussaint was outbid by Mumadi de Selva for the statue from Lemuria, right? That's all right? And so decided to steal it instead. Robbie Froberg distracted Erwin Bogart while Oriel Toussaint stole their keys. I guess maybe this one's wrong. Okay. I'm wondering if somebody... I mean, here's the thing is, what distracted Erwin Bogart is liquor. I guess the fact that they were distracted doesn't mean the person who was distracting them was in on it. It does sort of imply that, though, right? Like... If you're distracting somebody, it really implies that you're in on the situation. And like we know Erwin Bogart was drunk. Didn't Erwin say something during the power outage? Are you gonna buy me icy? Okay, you're right. Are you gonna buy me another drink, Tessa? Okay, so she was in on it, I guess? Well, Robbie stole their keys. Okay, Nils Wilmington discovered Robbie Froberg stealing the statue upstairs and a fight ensued. Robbie Froberg pushed Nils Wilmington into a circuit box with a cane, causing instant death. It's possible that it's not... No, it's not possible that it's not a cane. That's definitely a cane. Okay. Yeah, maybe Toussaint stole the keys. No, that was farther away from correct. Hims and Haws, I can't tell if you're being coy, but we know Tessa's the historian. At the Seven Seas auction, Oriel Toussaint, maybe it's Tessa Navari was outbid? Okay, there we go. You got here late and couldn't tell. Yeah, that's a historian who murdered. It's tricky because it does feel like in this version, it feels like more... Tessa Navari hoped to buy the Lemurian statue at auction, but had a backup plan in case the price climbed too high. While ordering drinks at the bar, she slipped her accomplice a note, and the pair got to work. However, the accomplice was caught stealing the statue. He electrocuted the witness while protecting himself from the current with a wooden cane. It feels... The first game, I thought the puzzles were really tight. In this game, it does feel like... There are a few things that are not as clearly laid out. So you do have to make kind of some leaps of logic that feel more tenuous than they did in the first one. In the first one, whenever I finally solved a puzzle, I would be like, okay, I see how these clues kind of lead them all together. It would retroactively, the clues would make sense. In this one, I feel like, in what context in that puzzle was I supposed to know that Tessa was the one who was outbid when Toussaint was the one complaining about being outbid, and we knew Toussaint and Froberg were working together. Just stuff like that where it's like, the web feels a little bit looser. Turns out we won't be needing you after all, Mr. Froberg. Sorry for the short notice. Augie Tamine? Wait a minute. There's a character named Augie Tamine. We have a character named Augie Tamine. Not to worry, if anything else opens up, you know how to reach me. And please, call me Robbie. Okay. All right. So we know this one is Tessa Navari. I think we have to okay. I just don't know. Because a lot of these people I have no reason to think are actually involved in any way. Like, this dude isn't involved. I know I'm supposed to be able to solve this now, but it really does feel just like, I don't know what you expect me to actually be able to do here. I mean... We know this guy didn't... Some of these people are just, like, not involved. Are some of them duplicates? Is this the weird lady? Or maybe this is the weird lady. And we know that there's a weird guy part of this, but I guess... Are we just supposed to assume it's him because he was in prison? That feels weird. No, Mechtel says hi to the YouTube chat, so Roy, just so you know, Mechtel says hi. I'm just not going to engage with this puzzle right now. Let's figure this one out. Blank Blank wanted to steal the mythical golden idol of Lazarus Hearst from its owner. Stephen Aria arranged Arthur Blythe's prison escape because he knew the function of the golden idol. Roy says, hello, Mechtel. And they also say it's a one-man land over here right now. Hey, Min-Max Show. Hello, Raiders. Hey, Raiders, welcome in. Mechtel the Diplomat. We're playing Rise of the Golden Idol. This is a sequel... Yeah, I'd say sequel. It's a standalone game, but it is a sequel to Curse of the Golden Idol, which is an incredible game that came out last year. Happy Golden Idol Thursday. Happy Golden Idol Thursday to you, too. If you're not familiar with me, hello, I'm Jenna. I worked with MinMax a little bit, not this summer, but last summer. Is that true? God, the years keep coming, and they don't stop coming. Where Do I Fall in Infinity, Nikki? I haven't played it yet, but I've been hearing really incredible things about it. So, I'm hoping to check it out once it's fully up and running. Time passes relentlessly. Boy, do it. Yeah, anyway, if you're not familiar with me, I stream mostly horror games and like puzzle detective-y games and cozy games like this. So, hit that subscribe button, gamers. Blank and Blank worked together to steal all... What? Blank Blank? Is there another puzzle I'm supposed to be... Oh, oops. That's not what I want to do. Is there another puzzle I'm supposed to be solving? Okay, you know what? I am going to assume, since we've got this weird name issue, Augie Tamine is Robbie Froberg. I think that is what we're supposed to do with this information down here. In what category does What the Car fall? I think that's a detective game. There's some parts of it that are pretty horrifying. You could argue that. Okay. Sent Saw Blade. Escaped prison. Colleague. Okay. Grand Eternal Life. This is more idle information. Yeah, Tessa killed the colleague, but we don't have any additional information about who that. I don't think Augie Tamine is also Arthur Blythe. I just don't know. I don't know, and I don't know how I'm supposed to know. Let's do the story. Okay. We're going to focus on the story. Oh, we can fill in Tessa Navari. In the end, Arthur Bly tried to steal the Golden Isle from Tessa Navari, which resulted in Arthur Bly's death. All right. Blank Blank wanted to steal the mythical... Well, steal... I guess buy. If they were in an auction... I think it's Tessa Navari wanted to buy the mythical golden idol of Lazarus Hearst from its owner? I think that's what we're supposed to take away from the fact that it was on... it's on auction, so we have to assume that. Stephen Aria arranged Arthur Blythe's prison escape because he knew the function of the golden idol. God, the function is such a weird word here. This is one of those things where it's like, where in the puzzles we've gotten so far is that information? I think we just have to do it backwards because that's the only word that fits here, but like that doesn't feel great from like a puzzle solving standpoint. I don't know. I don't think Tessa already owned it. If she already owned it, why would it be at auction, and why would she be bidding at it at the auction? It's Tessa didn't get the statue from her ex-husband. She got the statue from her colleague. And I don't think those are the same people. I think all the husband stuff in her scene was a red herring. Blank and Blank worked together. So I guess Tessa and Navari. Or is it Tessa and Oriel? Because there were 3 people working together in the auction scene. It was Tessa and Robbie and Oriel. Or was Tessa and Robbie and Oriel working together as 2 separate groups? Or am I misunderstanding it altogether? Okay. Worked together to steal all... Okay, so 2 parts? Maybe? All 2 parts? Because we had 2 scenes. We had 2 scenes of things being stolen. And it was from the Blockbuster... from the cinema. Okay. I'm just going to go forward with it. All right. For the final one, at the auction, Robbie Froberg resorted to murder. Okay, that's wrong, but now we've got everything filled in and we can go back and try to understand it. Oh, maybe this is locations because he knew the locations of the pieces, locations of the parts. Okay, that didn't get us anything, but I do think that's closer. So that implies that Robbie and Arthur are not the same person. What if her colleague is just Lazarus Hearst? No, they wouldn't kill him off screen like that. That's probably not accurate. Okay. Stephen Aria arranged Arthur Bly's prison escape because he knew the location of the parts. Maybe reassemble the mythical golden idol from its parts? Wanted to reassemble the mythical golden idol of Lazarus Hearst from its parts? Stephen Aria arranged Arthur Bly's prison escape because he knew the locations of the parts? Tessa Navari and Robbie Froberg worked together to steal all two parts? All two parts is such a fucking crazy phrase. Oh, you think it's to reassemble the parts? Work together to reassemble? For the final one, at the auction, Robbie Froberg resorted to murder. Okay, that one I feel 100% about. For the final one, at the auction, Robbie Froberg resorted to murder. Yes. 7? There's 7 parts? Oh, you're right. No, you guys are so right. Okay. Wow, these parts they certainly don't look a lot like they're gonna be composed to make a golden idol. But you're right, I do think that's how we're supposed to understand that. Okay. So Tessa Navari wanted to reassemble the mythical golden idol of Lazarus Hearst from its parts. Stephen Aria arranged Arthur Bly's prison escape because he knew the locations of the parts. Tessa Navari and Robbie Froberg worked together to reassemble all 7 parts. Well, it's probably not Robbie Froberg, though, because I don't think he was really... I don't think he was really a part of it. I think he was just a schmuck. I think he was just a patsy. I don't think he was actually a part of the reassembling. I guess Stephen Aria? But who's the colleague? Is Stephen Aria the colleague? Maybe? Or is Arthur Bly the one helping to reassemble? Oh, I put those in the wrong place. Hold on. It's probably... Okay, if Arthur Blythe knows the locations, then it makes sense that Tessa and Arthur work together to reassemble all 7 parts. And maybe that means her colleague is Arthur Blythe. I think part of what's catching me up is, like, it does not make sense to me that there would be repeated names or people. But maybe... I just don't know. I just don't know. I feel so much more adrift than I did in the first Golden Idol game, and it's genuinely overwhelming. But that's just my mental. that's just a reflection of my mental well-being at the moment, and not of the game itself. All right, for the final one, the final part, at the auction, Robbie Froberg resorted to murder. Straightforward. In the end, Arthur Blythe, if that is indeed her colleague, tried to steal the golden idol. No, tried to steal the parts from Tessa Navari, which resulted in Arthur Blythe's name. My best guess is that No, as somebody who's completed it, the game's really tough. You got to make some pretty mean leaps in logic. I find that really frustrating because I think the thing I like about detective or mystery games, the thing I liked about the first Golden Idol was that the puzzles were so thoughtfully and completely arranged. And they just felt like, even when I was having to make leaps of logic, in hindsight, everything made sense. So it was like, it felt more fair, I guess. Some of the leaps that this game has made me take feel not fair. And I think that's where I'm struggling a little bit. And then as an extension of that, I just kind of want to go limp. I just want to be like, oh. Chat, you figure it out. Chat, you finish the puzzle. Chat, you do it. Yeah. Sturby and Perpetual Panda, I agree with both of that. Where it does feel like the fact that there were 7 pieces in her vault, like, I get that, but I don't know, like, that is such a big leap. And I only went 2 days between playing parts of this game. If I went a week between segments of this game, fucking forget about it. If there weren't a team of people helping me, I just don't know. Okay. In the end, okay. Yeah, I know. Maybe the weird lady is this person. Maybe it is just Tessa. I mean, that would make sense. She's trying to do things with money, and when that doesn't work, she's stealing. All right, I think the colleague and Escape from Prison are the same person. Is it possible they're all just Augie? Scent Sawblade. It's probably not any of these. Probably not. It's probably one of these people, I guess. Okay. 2 or fewer is better than we're doing on the other end. And that does imply that some of these people have to be repeated. Okay, that got me further away. So this has to be, this one is Arthur Blythe. Okay, I feel confident about all of these. It's the pictures I don't feel confident. I don't think it's Lazarus Hearst. I don't think he's any of them. I don't think it can't. This guy is these two are unrelated. This is a handyman. It's hard. I'm like, it would be crazy if the handyman was Steve Aria, but now I'm like, well, maybe there's a tiny name tag clue or something that I missed. Clean cuts. Henry Wakefield. I have no reason to believe this man is connected, but the game is really maybe the historian is Stephen Aria? Well, I can't. No, the historian is definitely Tessa Navari. What about the extra clues? Is there information in any of these? Arthur Blythe, who formerly worked in the Museum of Lemurian History, serving a life sentence for fatally stabbing a colleague who had caught him stealing artifacts, which he later sold at various locations. So yeah, we know the colleague's Arthur Blythe. That's what we're supposed to get. That's the clue we're supposed to get from that. So what are the clues we're supposed to get from the rest of these? I mean, this one is underlined. I think that's just backstory. I don't think that's... the understanding of some of its parts. I don't really think that's giving us anything. This one gave us Augie. Am I supposed to just look at the actual picture? Because that could be the back of this man's head. I mean, this man has... Oh, this is the dumb... Fuck me. This is the fucking art piece that what's-his-name made. Thank you, Roy. This is the fucking stupid fucking... That is such... It's fine. Did that actually get me anywhere? I mean, it got me there. And then sent Sawblade. I just don't know. How? I was just supposed to assume. No, I know that the book came from the Institute. I took for granted that the fact that there was another named person. Stephen Arya is an anagram of Tessa Navari. Well, that's very funny. But again, a huge leap of logic for me to make. Who would have guessed that Stephen Arya is the anagram and not Tessa Navari? Yeah, I know it came from the Harmony Foundation. You think... I just assumed Tessa wasn't the only person working for the Harmony Foundation. Like, to introduce this twist at this moment... It just feels like... It feels like the puzzle in which I got that information was so far from when I had to get the twist part of it. Does that make sense? I don't know. I don't care for the structure of this either, because it's the same two people, and I guess that's the bit that we're supposed to put them together. But it's like, why are you giving me all of these pictures? I didn't care for that. Okay. All right. But hopefully let's see if that got us closer to this. Okay. Tessa Navari. Okay. And so I guess, okay. No, I guess this is the one we need to replace, right? Tessa Navari arranged Arthur Blythe's prison escape because he knew the locations of the parts. Jedi Cyberpunk, thank you for the resubscribe. Tessa Navari wanted to reassemble the mythical golden idol of Lazarus Hearst from its parts. Boom. Okay. Tessa Navari arranged Arthur Blythe's prison escape because he knew the locations of the parts. Okay. Tessa Navari and Arthur Blythe worked together to reassemble... Should this be steel? All 7 parts... For the final one at the auction, Arthur Blythe resorted to murder. In the end, Arthur Blythe tried to steal the golden idol. No, okay, probably the parts. It was still in parts from Tessa Navari, which resulted in Arthur Blythe's death. It's also difficult because there's no way you would get this one before you solved this puzzle, but it does give you access to both before you can do it. You think maybe reassemble instead of steal? But they didn't reassemble it, though. They have not reassembled the parts of the golden idol, as far as I know. So they haven't actually reassembled it yet. Tessa Navari wanted to... reassemble the mythical golden idol of Lazarus Hearst from its parts. I'm not positive about that. I'm mostly concerned about... No, it has to be the mythical golden idol. Wanted to reassemble. Okay, steel doesn't make sense in the context. Berry doesn't make sense. Hide doesn't make sense. Buy doesn't make sense. Tessa wanted to buy the golden idol from its parts. The phrase "from its parts" is so weird. Oh, you think... I mean, I did have buy from its owner at first. Okay, no. That's... worse. That was worse. Yeah, reassemble from its owner doesn't make sense. So I think reassembled from its parts. Well, but they didn't buy all 7 parts. They seem to have largely stolen. They do seem to have largely stolen the 7 parts. Tessa Navari arranged Arthur Blythe's prison escape because he knew the... I mean, maybe this is function of the golden idol, but it makes more sense to be the location of the parts. Maybe there are 8 parts? Yeah, no, I think you're right. The crystal wasn't on that list of 7 parts. That's fucking obnoxious. I'm sorry. I'm really annoyed by this. Behold, our time has come. What are you weirdos up to? The story continues in Chapter 3, The Machine, in which an extrakinetic investigation yields terrifying results. I'm clicking. There we go. Okay. The statue is not the golden idol. I think the statue has a crystal from the golden idol in it, but I don't think it is. Or maybe it is and it just got like weirdly melted. I don't know anymore. I don't think it's the same idol. I think the idol was taken apart for parts and then that part was stuck in that statue, but I look forward to being proven very wrong. Okay. Ignition. A dangerous technology is unleashed. Okay. Reminder of OPIG's zero alcohol policy. We will not have another Reynolds fiasco. Imagine doing something so terrible that you have a fiasco named after you. No testing. Awaiting board approval. Stay behind caution tape. Still don't know why lab has been so cold lately. Dress warm. Ooh. Okay. Oh my god. We've discovered fingerprints. Okay, another nasty fingerprint on somebody's glasses. A book titled Primary Sources Studied Lemuria. Okay. Lemuria Cultural Investigation. Archaeological Sites of Xenopolis. It seems like we are going to be fingerprinting. Yeah, we're doing forensics for sure, Roy. It's time. Leonard Graves, How to Make Friends, Keep Them, and Use Them. From the author of Caught Them Off Guard. An impression left in an orange powder. Oh my god, Cheeto fingerprints? We're Cheeto dusting for prints? The Army Foundation, enter a true state of harmony, repair your emotional divides. Be ready, June 18th. Nice coat. Jack. Okay. A book titled Organic Chemistry, Key Mechanical Theory. Oh, okay, they're reassembling. These are the parts that we saw. High conductivity, need both hands to complete circuit. Structural elements provide support, no effect on operation. Okay, so they are actively studying the golden idol. Overqualified, ignored, our seminars will activate your true potential, exposing you to a new world of corporate opportunity. Crawley Leadership Training. Dr. Westlake, thank you for once again bringing your concerns to the board. Again, we take the professionalism of our managerial staff seriously and have taken your complaint into consideration. However, we courteously remind you that it is inappropriate to publicly accuse a direct superior of workplace intoxication. Mr. Spender expects a formal apology. No further follow-up is required. Sincerely, Nathan Hoyle, board president. Okay. Again. Okay. What was the name of the alky? Reynolds. Okay, Reynolds seems like a last name to me. Manager and board president inspection on the 18th. Ah, we saw a calendar circled. Unlock lab door. They won't have swipe access. Swipe cards. Oriel looking at the precise origin of parts. Jack to clean glassware. Lab staff reduced by 1. Eugene now on janitorial duties. Thank God. Demoted from lab staff to janitorial is a weird move. Mistlands Lake Finest Whiskey. Okay. Yeah. I was like, for sure this is going to have a fingerprint on it, right? Storage boxes labeled Harmony Foundation. Yeah. Cleaning supplies. Ah, cheesy corn chips. Okay, so the person who's been demoted, Eugene, had the orange prints. Okay. I can't tell if this is a trash can or not. Or recycling, which it should be. This is chaos. I hope this is the right fire extinguisher. I should really have my reading glasses. Uh-oh, that makes me really nervous about what we're about to see when I click through here. But do I need to name you? We're gonna see like a big fire, right? Like this is just, everything's gonna be on fire when we click through here. Fewer things are on fire than I was expecting. Okay. Honestly, this is the number of fingerprints around. This feels like a very messy place. That's true. Arguably one of the worst things to be on fire is on fire, and it is a man. Testing approved. Marie, Tom, stop bickering so we can talk budget. Okay. This guy's like, I just saw you light someone on fire. Take all my money. I think this is Arthur Blythe, right? Okay. Yeah. Oh my God. Do I still have my notes from the last time we played this game? Am I gonna have to... Am I gonna have to fucking identify the prints that are on this fucking... This is a lot to ask. Such power! Fascinating. I think that's shut it down. Okay. An incident camera. No name on him, but I think this is Arthur Blythe. Dr. Novak, lab notes. Device functional, unknown danger. Metals identified, highly reactive in conductivity. Dr. Toussaint says parts Lemurian in origin. Fully reconstructed, ready to test. No tests before board approval. Danger potentially high. MW. Mr. Marmot relegated. Laboratory access card revoked. Alright, hold on. Toussaint and Eugene Marmot. He might be incompetent, but his fumbling did more than we've been allowed to. I wish I could do follow-up testing, but I can only record my observations from a distance. Please play the Lake House DLC. Lake House DLC for what? Alan Wake? This wasn't supposed to. Oh! Man, stop, drop, and roll. Stop, drop, and roll. The film The Lake House. You're blaming me? I vouched for you. I said you could handle this, but you can't even control your team. I saw you touch the machine. You're sabotaging my work. It's the Reynolds pitch all over again. Alright, so whoever this man is potentially did the dirty deed. Dirt cheap. Okay. So we've got a Novak, a Dr. Novak. We got a Spender, we got a Westlake. And we got a Hoyle. Alright, this guy's a venture capitalist. And his fingerprint is probably... Wait. Is his the one on there? I have to assume that that is his fingerprint. I've heard really good things about the Rose Night Springs DLC. I think the question is fundamentally, do I want to spend more time in Alan Wake land? And I'm not positive. I have a video essay idea that I would really like to do with Alan Wake, so maybe I'll revisit it to give myself a kick in the pants with that. And I do love Rose. Would love to hang out with Rose more. Okay. Is it possible for me to just get the Rose one, or do I have to buy all 3 of the DLCs? When I have another Reynolds fiasco. Alright, so whoever's fingerprint this is, I guess we have to assume that's Reynolds. Did we not get Reynolds as a name? How can that be? Okay, I guess we don't have Reynolds as a name. Yeah, I was just hoping that the person who had a fingerprint on the liquor bottle was Reynolds, and that was going to be an easy dunk. Alright, so one of these people is a nerd. The person studying parts was Toussaint. So I'm going to assume that the glasses print is Oriole. The 18th is inspection. Oh, and this is the cheesy thumbprint for Eugene Marmot. This one's Jack. And they study chemistry. And are doing hands-on contact. And we have a thumbprint on a vial. which I think is trying to lead us there. I'm gonna tentatively put Jack there. Right? I don't... Okay. And then... This is somebody who feels underappreciated. Dr. Westlake feels underappreciated. Wait, was there a fingerprint here? No. Take the professionalism of our managerial staff seriously and have taken your complaint into consideration. Courteously remind you inappropriate to publicly accuse a direct supervisor of workplace intoxication. Mr. Spender expects a formal apology. No further follow-up is required. I mean, we have a limited number of people here, so I have to assume that Moneybags over here is on the board. Nathan Hoyle. I'm also gonna make a big ol' leap and guess that the lady is Marie. Marie, the redhead was also the person accusing Jack to clean glassware. Okay. So whoever this is not Oriel, Jack, or Eugene. We kind of knew that. So it's either Nathan, Tim, and Marie. I think it's Marie Westlake. She's immediately pointing the finger. It's the Reynolds pitch all over again. You're blaming me. I vouched for you. I said you could handle this, but you can't even control your team. Yeah, she must be management. She must be management. So this has got to be Westlake. And Nathan Hoyle. And then Jack. One of these technicians is Jack. Extra physical laboratory. Oh, it must be them. He took a lot of Jack had a lot of pictures in his locker. Oh, wait, was Jack Novak was the cousin, right? Okay. So I guess this man is Eugene Marmot? The janitor? Because this other guy doesn't look like that. Okay, alright. Alright, and then we got Prince. Jack Novak. In charge of cleaning the glassware. Somebody had... Okay, hold on. Somebody fucking beefed their pen. Are we supposed to look for somebody that has a small amount of blue ink on them? None of these people look like they've got a small amount of ink on them. Alright, let's go. Let's find all the fingerprints. Nothing there. We had this one. We had the whiskey. Somebody's fingerprint was on the whiskey. I think maybe we're supposed to assume that Eugene got busted because of the alcoholism. But then why is his thumbprint? No, I think we have to assume that this is Eugene's thumbprint. And this one is probably Nathan Hoyle's since it's right next to his hand. Yeah, I guess we have to assume that this man's drunk. I guess, again, this feels like kind of a big I saw you touch the machine. You're sabotaging my work. It's a Reynolds pitch all over again. There's nothing that indicates to me that this man is, like, drinking on the job. But for lack of other context, I think we have to just go for it. And so I guess the last one is Marie. What? See, again, like, what clue should I be honing in on to see why this is Marie? Is it because all of these notes were written in blue ink? Because they're not. They're typed. This is not like a handwriting font. I guess that's what it's supposed to be, though. I guess that's what it's supposed to be. Oh, it's asking a lot, I think. Okay. But now we can match fingy prints. Maybe. Hypothetically, we can match fingy prints. So I think this one is Jack. Oh, this one's Eugene Cheeto Fingies. And this one looks like Tim Spender. Hey, Tim Spender! And I guess... I think this is Tim Spender? I was thinking maybe his finger was... The finger was flipped? I guess are fingerprints individual to hands? They must be, right? Yeah, I mean, Tim Spender definitely touched this. Like, that's definitely his fingy. That one's definitely Jack. The Cheeto prints we have to assume are Eugene. So... I guess this is Nathan? Why would he be fucking touching anything, though? We don't have... Oh, no, we do have a fingerprint for Marie. So one of his fingerprints was Cheeto dusted, and one of them wasn't. Okay. Alright, that's done. Hierarchy? Okay, I don't have to fill that one in yet. Okay. Marie Westlake's team. It does match Detective Hoops, yes. I guess I'm glad that it's visible. Marie Westlake's team. Who eats with both hands? Fair. Who eats with one hand and then goes into their laboratory job without washing them? Marie Westlake's team worked to... reconstruct the device after performing tests without approval. Blank blank had his access card revoked. I think this is Eugene Marmot. Eugene Marmot had his access card revoked. On the day of the board inspection, The device was... The lab was entered, maybe? Well, it's not entered, it's just enter. The device was activated to allow blank blank and blank blank to... I have no clue. This gave blank blank the blank to blank them in. Follow them in? The opportunity to follow them in? When blank blank used two hands? Hold on. I guess what we're supposed to take away from this is that, well, it doesn't really make sense. Use two hands. Use blank to blank the blank of the blank. The controls of the device. It activated. And he caught fire? Okay, and he caught fire. I do feel good. I feel good about caught fire. Okay, Marie Westlake's team worked to reconstruct the device. Good. After performing tests without approval, Eugene Marmot had his access card revoked. Feel great about all of that. On the day of the board inspection, the device was activated to allow Tim Spender and Marie Westlake. Tim Spender and Marie Westlake to it allowed them to touch? That, I don't think that makes sense. And also a weird sentence. Y'all think it's I don't think it's touch. Sometimes you have device activated multiple times. Like sometimes these words are reused. You can reuse them. And in fact, more often than in the first game, you have to reuse them in this one. Oh, yeah. Okay, maybe the lab was unlocked. Was unlocked to allow blank and blank to enter. This gave Nathan Hoyle the opportunity to follow them in. When Jack Novak used to enter the controls of the device, it activated and he caught fire. Well, okay, this kind of, if it does end with caught fire, it kind of implies that Eugene Marmot used both hands. Yeah, okay. Use both hands to touch. Okay, I feel good about the first section. I think we have to assume that Eugene Marmot was a part of this. I mean, this guy clearly followed them in. I don't think Eugene Marmot snuck in. So Eugene doesn't have a card right now, but neither does this man. I don't think it makes sense that Eugene Marmot snuck in when he was clearly like fully inside the lab. You think he snuck in behind Nathan Hoyle? We actively see Nathan Hoyle sneaking in. Yeah, yeah, you're right. I don't know why I'm fucking around with Eugene. It's got to be when Eugene Marmot, unless the end of the sentence is not caught fire, because it could be Jack Novak used both hands to enter the controls, maybe? Touch makes more sense. Touch the controls of the device. I mean, maybe it activated and he caught fire. Oh, maybe he activated? No, that doesn't make sense. That doesn't make sense. He caught fire. There's a note saying the doors had to be unlocked for the board members, so board members didn't have to sneak in. It doesn't, do you appreciate where I'm coming from, that it doesn't make sense that he snuck in? You're suggesting that he snuck in before the test and then was just standing around to get shot by the laser, even though everybody here knows he's not supposed to be there? You appreciate how that seems insane to me, right? I'm going to accept that. I think, Trilby, I think you're right. No. But I don't understand. Maybe it's Tim Spender and Nathan Hoyle, because I don't think Tim has access, but Marie should. Yeah, Marie does. So maybe it's to allow Tim and Nathan to enter, and this gave a chance for Eugene Marmot. Okay, that is closer. That doesn't make sense to me. But you appreciate to follow them in implies that all of these people are in and Nathan and Eugene is walking behind them. Follows implies he is walking in behind him. But we literally see Nathan in the doorway. His hand is literally pushing open a door. Like, I was reading this as Nathan busted in to be like, wow, give them money. It doesn't make sense that he's leaving. He's literally pointing into the lab. The implication is that Eugene runs in and immediately touches the device. That's bonkers. That also makes no sense to me. All right. We're close, though. Marie Westlake's team, right, worked to reconstruct the device. Feels good. I mean, how shitty are these two people when somebody is literally on fire and they're like, we've got to yell at each other. We've got to yell at each other about this. After performing tests without approval, Eugene Marmot had his access card revoked. Still feel great about that. On the day of the board inspection, the lab was unlocked. The lab was unlocked to allow Tim Spender and Nathan Hoyle to enter. Those are the two of the three people who don't have access cards. Oriole Toussaint is another scientist. He's out here. He's got a fire extinguisher. He has an access card. Also, I love the idea of him grabbing the wrong fire extinguisher. He accidentally grabbed the prank joke fire extinguisher that just shoots confetti when you spray it. Confetti that will catch on fire. Snakes come out? Yes, exactly. That would be, it's the novelty fire extinguisher they use when somebody gets a big raise and it's just full of fake money and it just sprays fake money everywhere. Okay, on the day of the board inspection, the lab was unlocked to allow Tim Spender and Nathan Hoyle to enter. This gave Eugene Marmot the opportunity to follow them in. Spencer says, I've got to ask, do we know who has the tent? In this game? Hey, Emmett. Emmett says, hello, YouTube. From YouTube. Emmett says, hello to YouTube. Sorry, Twitch. They weren't talking to you. But Twitch says hi back, Emmett. I've got to figure out a way to connect you two. Yeah, all right. This is both hands. You're right. One cheesy and one normal. Okay. So the scenario... Marie Westlake was hesitant to start testing the newly built device, so when Eugene activated it without permission, he was swiftly banned from the lab. That all makes sense. Determined to redeem himself, Eugene followed the OPIG board member inside and used the device once more, setting himself on fire. Okay. I find the visuals on that one confusing. Hi, Nathan. I'm pleased to say we finally got the budget crisis under control. The premise we used for the emotion studies project have been renovated and repurposed for more promising ventures. I see you've decided on a team leader for the new project. I just wanted to make it clear that while she and I have had our differences in the past, I agree that she's the right person for the job. She certainly does not share Tessa's penchants for risky and wild spending. Says Tim Spender. How fucking nerdy is it to write Tim and then add your own last name in parentheses? All right, with blank from the blank 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 ran the blank blank. I don't have a lot of in these things. Oh, the tent in BCBP. Do we know who has the tent? I think probably Zelf. It was Zelf's tent. So as far as I'm aware, I think he has it. That's a good question, though. I should keep an eye on that. All right, we can't even begin to fill that out, so. Oh, okay. Board president, head of corn-based solutions. This must be in the Midwest. Head of speculative investment, emotion studies, extraphysical laboratory lead, and that's Marie Westhouse, but I don't think we have a click on that. Independent consultant. History consultant has to be Toussaint, right? Research assistant and engineer. Contractor missing. Check with HR. All right. I think this guy is board president, but I'm not positive. But it was a board inspection, so I think we have to assume. Protest movement. A hippie circle refuses to roll over. Okay. Pair of binoculars pointing towards a building on top of the hill. A wheel. The new occupants are even more suspicious than the hippie foundation or whatever it was called. The further up the hill I walk, the more of a cold chill I get. Look at the ivy. I'm not imagining it. You think the hippies would have rolled over by now, but from what I've gathered, they're still determined. I don't like it. To think my own daughter's caught up in their nonsense. It boils my blood. If Pa were still around, he'd call it a disgrace to the Shaw name. All right, so I'm going to assume this person is Shaw. Are you okay, Tobias? I saw everything. Hold on, I'm coming over. Dear Corbin, thank you for considering our agency for your manuscript. Your observations are certainly intriguing. As for closure, I would like some assurance that you have your subjects' permission to write about them. We wouldn't want the scientist, Jack was it, or the woodworking family, the Amstels, to sue us for libel and leave us all broke, would we? Ha 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 ha. Bye, Spencer. We will do our best to have fun. Okay, so I have to assume this is Corbin Shaw. And that the people next door are potentially the Amstels. A glass containing a block of ice. Blue and yellow spools of ribbon. Take back our sanctuary. June 13th. Questions, contact P. Coolidge, organizer. Did you know your chat is filled with lab nerds? I didn't know it, but I would have bet. I would have bet. Oh, okay. There's a weird hole. My guess is something dashed through that hole, maybe? A metal rod sits at the bottom of the pool. What in God? Is that supposed to be ice? Mom, it almost hit me. Jeffrey, quick, out of the pool now. Okay. A wedding ring that says Tobias? She's got a wedding ring with her husband's name on the top? Is that like a thing? Cutbirth leads New Wells Peel Club to victory. Benson out with an injury. Feeling the summer heat, how to cool off in style. Is that a thing? Bye, Geosdie. Ugh, what the hell was that? Oh, okay. Okay. I'm more into it now that I know that they both have their names. I was not into it when I thought she just had a wedding ring with her husband's name on it. This is cute. Both of them having it is cute. Tobias and Odette. I'm gonna guess Amstel for now, but we'll see. Okay. So something dashed. I'm going to assume this way, but maybe it came down. Oh, it probably came down from up the hill. Okay. Tire treads. A bunch of bikes. Small shards of melting ice. Bird bath, a broken bird bath being cleaned up. Okay, more testing. Here's Jack. Why is Eugene talking to those layabouts? He's lucky enough already to still have a job here. Can't he do anything right? Laboratory schedule, June 13th. Sorry, we have to work on a Saturday. Morning shift, Toussaint, Westlake. Afternoon shift, Novak, Marmot. Reminder, Marmot no longer has interior lab access. I can't believe this man still has a job after he lit himself on fire. Very lenient energy at this foundation. Okay, more bike treads. Potentially a visual clue? Nepotism, probably. Okay, it looks like there's a paint clue here, but we'll see. Oh God, I hope he didn't see me. But man, it hit the organizer's bike. I'm gonna be in so much trouble. Okay, so the chunk of ice that was in the pool, I think, slipped down the hill. What were you trying to do? I hope he didn't see me. Man, it hit the organizer's bike. I'm going to be in so much trouble. Oh, maybe... Okay, I have a guess. I think using this... God, I definitely still have my notes from playing this game. Playing the first game, but I don't have them easily on hand. Yeah, this is set in the 70s. Yeah, busted. That's my read, is that this person accidentally shot. Yeah, we can see Jack. We can see these leaves have been aged and withered and made icy. So he shot the thing. It went through the window, hit the bird bath water, turned it into ice. It fell. The ice fell down. I hope he didn't see me, but man, it hit the organizer's bike. I'm gonna be in so much trouble. So, okay, I think she was sneaking around, peeked in the window, saw it as it went off, and it hit Mamie and went down the hill. It's not your fault, Mr. Marmot. Your OPIG people don't understand what the Enlightenment device really does. Here's some literature. That makes so much sense. I was just trying to help. I didn't know why they were so mad at me. Okay. Oh, is this before? Okay. This might be before the events we just saw. Because didn't he have this in his locker? I'm wondering if this is before the events. They're doing weird stuff in there, man. Did you see our old moon-gazing bath? You can't steal Enlightenment. Don't worry about it, man. Andy's taking it back. We'll be gazing again in no time. Did you hear that crash? Now Penny's trying to recruit the suits? OPIG hates harmony. Alright, so this lady is Penny? Is that what they said? Yeah, Penny's trying to recruit the suits. So that's Penny. We got our old friend, Eugene Marmot. I'm going to assume this is maybe Corbin's daughter? So we've got a Coolidge. We know it's not Toussaint. It's a different man. We know Jack Novak. Lana Pete is unrelated. She was the literary agent. And we know Westlake is one of the members of the team. Is OPIG an in-game thing or a real acronym? I think it's an in-game thing. I think they gave us an acronym for what it means, but I do not remember. Okay, so we've got Odetta, Andy, Jeffrey, Coolidge, and Amstel. Okay, not a lot of contacts there. That's Mr. Marmot. Does that have a name on it? No. Okay. We know you. I'm gonna guess that this is a Shaw. Disgrace the Shaw name. I think maybe he saw her up there momentarily, like recently. Okay, and this is her bike, bike wheel that shows that she drove through the flowers here? Okay, a glass containing a block of ice. Some ribbons. Oh, yeah, okay, those are the ribbons that she had in her hair. The blue and yellow. Okay. Saw everything. I'm coming over. The scientists or the woodworking family. Okay, so that it came down here, rolled through this. There's the ice. Mom, it almost hit me. Jeffrey quickly out of the pool now. Okay. Where did we get the name Odetta? Oh no, that was her name. Odetta. Okay. I guess Andy Shaw and Penny Coolidge? Okay. All right. There's that. And then the path is the object's path. Okay. The object's path, which belongs to the object's path? I assume they're talking about this one, the ice. And it had to cut down through the middle here and knocked over all these bikes, which belongs to... So this is the last... So it starts here, went into the pile. What is... Where is that image? I guess that's supposed to be this? It doesn't really match. But I have to assume... Yeah, but look at the image. I guess it's really hard to see, but the colors are not quite right. I don't think the ice hitting it would change the colors of it. It is the same shape, but the colors are different. I think this is an art issue, so I'm just going to move forward. Hit that. This is a lot more setting, location stuff than I was expecting. Okay, no, it goes there, then into the barbecue. So what are the two here? So I think it went down. Okay, so it swung around this way, I guess. It went down over this. Around here. I guess? And then, I guess just like down the hill, which belongs to... Okay, the bike which belongs to the leader, which I assume is Penny. Okay, I think I just have one of the... All right, yeah, Penny's the organizer, so it's got to be her bike. I think this is the one that's wrong. Hey, okay. Okay, a group of hippies? Of hippies gathered outside... Oh, do I not have the word hippies? Protesters. Forgive me. A group of protesters gathered outside the... OPIG Laboratories, upset about the blank of the blank blank. Hold on. What are you upset about? Doesn't really understand what the Enlightenment device really does. Okay, so they're upset about the device. Or is it the closing of the... I guess it's the closure of the Harmony Foundation? During the blank... During the protest, blank blank attempted to... Blank a blank. When she... Okay, so this is... I think this is... Shaw. Andy Shaw. During the protest, Andy Shaw attempted to Maybe it's not her. Maybe it's Penny attempted to recruit a square? No. When she accidentally blanked it, rolled it, a blank came loose, blank down, rolled down the hill, and broke Tobias Amstel's barbecue? Hit Tobias Amstel's barbecue, causing it to fall over and trap him, recruit him, injure him. All right, during the protest, Andy Shaw attempted to steal the bird bath? They were complaining about the moon viewing bath when she accidentally broke it. A block of ice came loose. To show her support for the Harmony Foundation protest, Andy Shaw planned to steal a bird bath or moon-gazing bath. However, she wasn't strong enough, so she dropped it, and this sent a block of ice down the hill into the Amstel's family barbecue. A riveting mystery, and that I feel very relieved to have finally solved. The mystery of the ice rolling. Why did you take me back here? Uncle Isaac. Oh, this is Isaac Novak. And Jack Novak. Okay. Look what I found in Mother's attic. Remember our first experiment together? I would have burned my eyebrows off if you weren't there to save me. That's when you started calling me Icarus. Hope to see you again soon. I always feel so inspired after our talks. And believe me, I could use that right now. The people in charge here have all the wrong priorities. But what can I do? Maybe I can impress Mr. Hoyle and he'll swap me and Marie around. But for now, I'm on the bottom rung. Wish you were here. They'd all listen to you. With love, Jack. Oh, we unlocked a whole bunch of new words that I'm not going to deal with right now. Well, I know Jack's on the lower rung. I'm going to assume he's a research engineer and that Marie is the lead. This guy's the assistant. I guess we might end up with more people than we have locations. I don't know, consultant maybe? Yeah, we might end up with more people than spots to put them in, so that might be a useless endeavor. All right. That's it. That's it for the stream. We'll play more of this Sunday. I am still overall enjoying it. It's hard not to compare it to the first game because the puzzles in the first game were so tight and thoughtfully composed and really, really satisfying. And they're just a little bit looser, a little bit less satisfying to complete. But I'm still enjoying it, and so we'll be back Sunday for more of the stream. So have a good rest of your week. Have a good weekend. I will see you Sunday. Be well. Goodbye.